Angry Guy here, and today we're discussing why post-wall women are now desperate to find a man as passport bros leave. Post-wall women are now desperate to find a man as passport bros leave. Can't say I feel too bad for them, but they are literally searching for a man, and they are searching and struggling, and this is just the reality of things. Let's jump into this.
Group. It's a Facebook group. I heard about it on TikTok. It's a little bit secret. It's like you don't talk about Fight Club, but what it is it's women looking out for other women, and you post pictures of guys that you're either dating or you might be dating, and then you get feedback. So I've done that a lot, and I've got a lot of really good information. For instance, like I know this is like hysterical. I know how some people are in bed who I've never met in person because we have these private conversations with women who have been with some of these guys.
Guys, so they are literally stalking men online. Women are stalking men online. They're stalking high value men online. They have these secret groups where they're basically posting about these men that they've never met before. They're talking about how these men perform in the sack. Guys, what kind of sick reality do we live in? Like, let's just be realistic. Like, us as men, we don't do this. Like, we don't have secret groups where we get together and talk about how great it was hitting it. Like, most men just don't do that. These women are degenerates. They're getting together. These post-wall women are getting together and forming Facebook groups where it's like, the first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club, but here she is talking about Fight Club. And they're calling it Fight Club. Guys, they're talking about these clubs, promiscuity club. They're comparing a promiscuity club to Fight Club. Guys, can you imagine this? When men, when men work on themselves and they want to become a better version of themselves, they go out and they form things like Fight Club. Fight Club was about becoming a better version of yourself. Fight Club was about becoming a better version of yourself. I mean, you literally had to work hard to get into Fight Club. Fight Club was about if Fight Club was serious. My gosh, I miss Fight Club. I might go and try to watch Fight Club after this. After I make this video, unfortunately, it's so expensive because it's no longer on you. Back in the old days, you can go to Netflix and you can watch an old movie like Fight Club on Netflix. Now you're gonna have to pay good money for that. That's just another example of greedflation and how things are going downhill. And women in these times expect everything handed to them. Like, they want the world when everything is costing so much. They completely undervalue being able to have a roof over your head, clothing on your back, food on the table, and someone else providing this for you. But these women, she's here comparing self development. Fight Club was about self development, and you had to work hard to get into Fight Club. You had to work hard to get in. You didn't just get into Fight Club. You had to work hard to get into Fight Club. And these women are comparing promiscuity clubs where they get together and they talk about sleeping with different men and rating different men that they've slept with, about how much money this guy has and how good he is in the sack. These women are crazy. This is guys. This is an older woman. This woman looks like she's pushing 50 or at least about 50. She looks about 50 or if not older. And this is the type of degenerate shit that these women are doing. Like, guys, we've had multiple generations of degenerate women doing of degenerate behavior. All right, we've had multiple generations of degenerate women at this point. They cannot be saved. They cannot be saved. The boomers, degenerate generation. All right, Gen X, degenerate generation of women. Gen Z, Gen Y. I'm skipping over one of the biggest ones. The biggest ones. Gen Y, total degenerate generation of women. Gen Z, extremely degenerate generation of women. Like, guys, that's four fucking generations. That's four generations. Here's the saddest thing. We have Generation Alpha now. You know how old Generation Alpha girls are? Generation Alpha girls are like 10 years old. Like, the oldest of them, they're like 10 now. All right? They're like 10 or older. So in like 8 years, like come 2030, these girls are 17 years old. A lot of these girls are teenagers. They're in middle school, or they're in high school, and some of them are getting ready to go to college within a year or two. And guys, you have to understand there are a lot of these girls. They're already like 10 years old. By 10 years old, you've already formed a view of the world. A lot of these young girls right now, they're like 10 years old. That's another generation, and they have been spoon fed they've been spoon fed feminism since they were born. To the 2010s, that was the Me Too era. That was fourth wave feminism. That was all fourth wave feminism. That was all online feminism. They were spoon fed this garbage since they were babies. From the time they were born, they were spoon fed this crap by their parents. They're still being spoon fed this crap. So you have to understand, 7 years from now is not a lot of time. 7 years from now, women ages 25 through 44, 25 through 44, 45% of them will be single and childless. All right? That's just 7 years from now. 10 years from now, guys. 10 years from now, 2033. That's not a lot of time. I'll be going on 50. Oh well. If I'm still alive. I'll be going on 50. And these young women, a lot of them will be now turning 20 years old. 18, 19, 20. They'll be in college. And think about their behavior. They're going to be just as bad as these women, if not worse. If not worse. All right? Guys, the boomer generation, these women are like this. These women can't have these women all left their husbands. They were all ungrateful. The boomers, all right? Generation X, half of them were decent people, half of them were pieces of crap. But a lot of Gen X women are the exact same way. They are, all right? Generation Y, the millennials, totally full of shit. Generation Z, totally full of shit. Generation Alpha, upcoming generation, totally full of shit. I'm telling you, these kids have been spoon-fed feminism and liberalism from the moment they were born. You think they're going to be different? Absolutely not. They're going to have these exact same ideals. All right? This is a generation that when they were born, the iPhone had already been out for a while. They were born into the iPhone era. By the time they were 5 years old, they were already on smartphones. The children being born right now, the children that are 2 and 3, they all have tablets. They can't read or write, but they can use a tablet. How much sense does that make? Okay? They cannot read or write, but they can use a tablet. They want cell phone immediately. They want their cell phone. It's true. They want their own devices. It's come to the point where 5 years old, at 5, they're gonna want their own device. They're gonna want their own cell phone so that they can play games on it. They can browse the internet. They can do all kinds of stupid shit. Go on different use their apps. They're gonna want their cell phones. They're gonna at 5 years old. They are gonna want their cell phones at 5 years old. I'm telling you right now. Give it a few more years. This generation that's here now, they will all want their cell phones. They will all, the generation that comes after Generation Alpha, every single one of them will require a cell phone by 5. I'm telling you right now, every single one of them will require a cell phone by 5. Okay? Because at 5, they want their cell phone. They want their own They want their own phone, so they can carry it around with them, so they can use it. Because a tablet is nice, but a tablet is not It's not super portable. It's not as portable. They will all want their own cell phones. They will all want their own cell phones. They're gonna have to start making cell phones literally designed in such a way that literally designed for this generation. Like literally, this is a genius idea. It's a genius idea. All right, because you're gonna literally have this entire generation that wants a cell phone, and you need to have a specific phone for these people. To these people, because they're specifics, because they're a completely different demographic, and they have specific wants and specific needs, and you're gonna have to design cell phones specifically for them. Okay, and let me tell y'all right now, they will know how to use that phone. Yes, they will know how to use that phone, and they will call you on that phone too. You'll be amazed. Call mom. Mommy, I want a juice box. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. This is a whole different world we live in right now. These women have lost their minds. Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club. These women are out of their damn minds. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying my videos, please continue subscribing to the channel if you already haven't. If you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And please turn on notifications to never miss another video again. Also, like the video because it tells YouTube that, hey, YouTube, we like Angry's videos and we want to see more of his videos. So please suggest more of his videos, and you'll see more of my videos in your suggested videos as well as on your homepage. All right? Guys, they're delusional. They have lost their minds. They've lost their minds. I would literally say they've lost their humanity. What do you think about this? Post-war women are now desperate to find a man as passport bros leave. Let me know what you think, guys. We'll talk about it. Of course, the video will be linked in the description. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.